Hey there. It's me again, part two. Let's talk about the government. Please tell me, anybody in the comments, anybody, if you've got the sack, please tell me in the comments the last time that either the red team or the blue team actually did something that helped us. It didn't hurt somebody. I can't think. I honestly, I can't think of a single thing. And I'm not talking about performative crap like the Trump checks, because that's all that was. You and I both know that those checks were all about funneling money to the 1%. I'll even be gracious and say the top 10%. I mean, the figures are all there. You just got to go look for them. I mean, literally, they're all there. And I can't think of one. I really can't. All I know over at least let's just talk about the last 10 years. This is just the last 10 years. Name one policy that either team has put forward into law that helped us. I can't think of one. And I would really like to, at some point sound somewhat optimistic on the current events. I really would. The best news I ever hear are when I hear the stories about Ibrahim Traore. I hope I pronounced that right. I practice it all the time. He is the example that we should be looking to for a leader. And I don't use the word leader very lightly. I don't. But, I mean, he just go and look at some of the things he's done just in the 2 years that he has been in charge of having a little sippy. Since he's been in charge of Burkina Faso. Go look. He is the best hope, in my opinion. And as always, these are just my opinions. I just asking you to think about stuff. But I mean, he's built roads for his country. They're driving out the horrible, terrorists or insurgents or whatever silly word you want to use for scumbags that use violence to terrorize other people. Now, don't get me wrong. I do believe there are times when violence is appropriate. I'm not saying the United States is just the most violent place there is, I think. I mean, you can point fingers at this country and that country, but when you're, and I'm going to say this in quotations, when your law enforcement kills more innocent people than any other demographic, and I'm not making light of the horrible, disgusting shootings that happen in our schools in this country. But still, even when you can't even, you look at the sheer numbers. When our own law enforcement, again, in quotations, treats us all like the enemy. And yes, you can, regardless of what little tribe you belong to, you look hard enough, you can find, and for black people, it's not hard at all. There's video upon video upon video upon video of cops murdering innocent black people every day. There's some new example of just the corrupt, racist policies that the government not only allows but instigates. And you're going to say, oh, he's talking about Trump. No, because Biden is just as racist in a way, he's almost more insidious because he tried to hide it after a while. But do you remember the comment he made back in the 90s about the not wanting his kids to grow up in a racial jungle? Do you remember that? I do. Do you remember when that trash magnet Hillary Clinton called young black men super predators? No, I do. And let's see if I can show. I don't know. Can you see how pale I am? Can you see? Is that going to show up? Do you see that? Do you see? I'm trying not to show off anything that's identifying. It's oh god, there was another example that was right on the tip of my scattered brain about Biden. Oh yeah, now I remember him being an avowed segregationist. That was where I was at, yeah. And then how he used to have lunch with them, and they were very fine people. Similar words to what their orange man says about pedos and the people who stormed the Capitol on January 6th. Now, this might get me shut down, but I'm going to say it anyway. I don't have a problem with what they did. I have a problem with why they did it. And now, see, it'll be on the internet forever, and I won't take it back. I won't deny it. I never will, because this country is long overdue for the actual citizenry to have a say in what goes on. I will never shed a tear, ever, when I hear about one of these billionaires. I will never shed a tear when I hear about some bootlicker guard attack dog. Yeah, you can't even call them guard dogs. They're attack dogs, which makes up law enforcement in this country. And that is every branch. And at some point, I'll let you in on one of my personal experiences with white privilege. As a homeless man in the United States. Tonight's not the night for it, because that's going to be a long form video, and I want to get the details as right as possible before and it was a few years ago. But I'm getting off topic again. We're talking about the government. There are just so many aspects of United States duopoly that you just gotta look. It's not hard. Just look at what is going on, the excuses that are made. What is it, 100 million, 200 million that Trump is spending on his little ballroom, and yet there are people who can't afford to buy food for their kids. School's coming up, and aside from my opinion about the educational system and how it's like every other system in this country, it's operating the way it was designed. But I hear all the time, oh, we care about the young people, we care about the children. They've stripped lunch programs, which not everyone will admit, or some people don't even know, was copied from the Black Panther Party that I was raised from mainstream media to believe we're terrible people. And then as an adult, on my own, I went and I learned about Mr. Newton and Mr. Hampton and several other people, and it was all a lie. They were one of the most amazing community outreach organizations ever, and they were crushed by the FBI. Like I said in what was it, yesterday, day before? I believe today is the 2nd or 3rd of February. But anyway, in a previous video, I had mentioned. Damn it! I lost my train of thought. Time slips by. It's scary. I'm at the 10-minute mark for part 2, so there may or may not be a part 3. But free fucking Palestine.